Hello and welcome to yet another Equity for Keeps video. You may have heard that Goldman Sachs lifted its outlook on global auto sales. In doing so it downgraded Tesla and upgraded GM. It downgraded Tesla to neutral and upgraded GM to a buy or something like that. So before we cover that piece, cover that announcement, we just want to quickly bring to your attention. You may have heard that only very few people in the world own assets like equity, but we are providing this platform, Equity for Keeps. You can reach it on will see it. You will see the link to to this platform in the description box below. So in a nutshell, it helps you secure some assets, and you wouldn't need to risk your own assets. You wouldn't need to risk your money. All you need to do is just be clever with the money you already have, the money you are already using to pay bills like rent and huge sums of money, the chunk sums of money used to pay for life's necessities. So you either come here, you forward the funds, or we recall the funds you've already paid. So that way you sign up. We give you some up to 10,000 shares, and then from time to time, or as regular as often as possible, you keep on nourishing the shares you have secured from us. And that is just a simple and clever way to use money, and that way you're not even risking your money. You are still going to pay your bills, but still securing and growing your assets. So we quickly come back here and read what's going on here. Goldman Sachs on Friday lifted its outlook for global auto sales in 2020, and within that downgraded Tesla to neutral from buy and lifted GM to buy from neutral. Analysts said Tesla downgrade comes as shares now trade above the bank's upgraded 12-month price target from $925 to $950. And recent data points have been mixed. For example, the electric car maker cut pricing by 5 to 6% on its Model 3, S, and XS, and delivery lead times for the Model Y have dropped, said the bank. As for GM, analysts said they see it at 6% upside to revised 12-month price target of $36 from $25 prior. And the automaker has met their rule of three on when to buy cyclical stocks: through margins, management capitalization, and signs of life on the horizon. Shares rose 5.4% in pre-market trading, while Tesla was up 0.3%. As for the industry overall, Goldman is lifting its outlook for auto sales in 2020 to negative 14.5% year on year from negative 17% prior, with an 8.5% gain for 2021. So we have the chart here of GM. Or before we go there, we have it has a short interest ratio of 1.3, meaning it's going to take about a day and a third of the next to cover its short interest. Do we have that figure? What we have is a short percent increase or decrease. So the short interest has increased by 19%. And shares so short is 24 million. It's even bigger than the average trading volume. But also one thing we have noticed here is that the average volume is not up to 10% of its share float, whereas that of Tesla is way beyond the 10%. So see here, shares floated is for 147 million, and its average volume is 16.5 million. So that of GM is not even close to. So GM is not one of the many things that is wrong with GM. The GM shares is not is that the shares are not trading as much. So if they're not trading as much, then they wouldn't you wouldn't see a lot of very big changes like you see in Tesla. So we come here, we can see the chart. It is not is for us because of what happened yesterday and the day before. Probably it is currently even trading below its 20-day simple moving average, but above its 50-day, and way below the 200-day simple moving average. And we have compiled a data of historical data over the last trading days, including yesterday, and we found that even though it is this is the one standard deviation price range, it is $29.27 to $31.63, and it is currently trading within or close to its one standard deviation. It is not in that range, but it's not far from it. So GM is not far from its one standard deviation. It has definitely closed above its simple moving average more than 8 times over the last trading days. One, two, yes. So it has closed above that. So yes, it pulled back, even though yes, it pulled back and pulled away from its that one standard deviation range, and it's also still within the close by as well. So with this upgrade, you can see why it's has already gone up. So people have already seen some of this data. They have also seen what is trying to occur here. This crossover that is trying to occur here with that announcement. You will definitely see that there's a good chance that when GM starts trading today, that it's going to be trading in upwardly. Okay. Thank you very much, and please avail yourself of this platform that helps people secure some assets for the future. The world is really precarious now. This platform doesn't risk any of your assets. It just gives you an opportunity to be very clever with the meager resources you and I have. Thank you very much for watching, and subscribe to the channel. Come over here to EQ4k.com and sign up and diversify your exposure to assets and to the world. Thank you very much for watching.